Thôi. Ờ. Mày con vứt cái ghế đi. alo, 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 alo. Ok rồi, ok. Cái tiếng do thì nó
với cả
The entire country. Hello. Good, good day. It's doing good. Yeah.
They fix the service to get the memo for SEPA transactions. Marcelo had reported an issue, but I haven't found the reasons of this. So this was the latest change I sent on Friday. It was for a missing request for the existing ID of the provider. So now we are returning all the time the same memo for SEPA on RAM banking details. So this was the latest change. And during the sprint, the focus was fixing some issues in the bridge services for the KYC, just fixing some issue related to the data that we are receiving from the bridge API, and also fixing some implementation of the rail of the rail services for transactions. What else I can say now? Let me check. I also implemented the banking, the transaction by IDs API that you are required for the new service that was is implementing. And yeah, I think that it was the most of the main focus during this cycle.
Okay. There's a lot of tickets here. And then what are you working on today or this week? Main focus?
Yeah, I see some new tickets. I created the one for the transaction as it is taken to define is the service they propose to use like a configuration. This is not fully confirmed that we can use this. Otherwise, I need to implement like the way we are doing with Fortress, which is just to create a second transaction with the fee. But yeah, this I have the ticket, but it's pending to double check if we can go with this or we need to wait until something else. Um, I think that
Yeah, so
is
for
the,
what Rail said is like we can implement like a transaction
yeah.
account, and like they can just sweep the fees into that. So maybe we could do this a bit later. Like I want you to more focus on like just getting things like this working, like Rail transactions pending. Just making sure like all the basic functionality of Rail works first before fees.
Okay. I don't see this. Let me check.
So
What is the ticket you open? Uh, 1597. Okay, I see it now.
yeah, 97. And like whatever other issue that we found for Rail, I think this one's related to fees. Is that maybe is that the last one for Rail?
Which
Everything
one?
else is fee, it looks like. This one, 5097.
Um, Not sure when was this created. I haven't seen this. Maybe I need to check where is
So Denise made
the
this, but
conversation.
it wasn't assigned to anyone.
Oh, okay, yeah, and I don't see any discussion about it because I updated something related to this like a couple of weeks ago. But since that, I haven't checked anything else. We have another ticket which is like the double entry transaction, which is like when we are swapping crypto. I assigned this to Daniel just to start like being more focused on some other part of the code. But yeah, I have this like related to the same flow of the transactions, but it's just like to help him onboarding some other part of the code.
I think if
Otherwise,
you log in to the thresholds account on Rail, like you'll still see some pending transactions.
yeah, I am checking
So
this, but those transactions, I'm not sure maybe if they are like all transactions. But yeah, the newest one, I see all of them like updated to either cancel or rejected or approved. So maybe there are some like transactions that are pending for update the state, but I mean, it's just like to run a script to update the transaction status. We got some pending transactions, but they are pending on Rails, so I need to check. But yeah, I see like six transactions, seven transactions that are pending to complete. So I take a look.
okay, and can you also check if like all the Rail accounts were created for our our approved users?
Yeah, the ones I have checked all have the sub accounts when they are approved. So I pick some like we have like five accounts on application approved. So those accounts are they have all the sub accounts created.
Okay, so after we push the prod today, if everything looks good, we can start giving access to Rail to these accounts.
Yeah, I mean the accounts with application approved, they have all the accounts and sub accounts created, so yeah, they are good. The one with no sub accounts created, this is because they don't have application approved yet.
Cool. Wolf, you wanna go next?
Sure. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. So, last week, well, there was a bug about missing address in the ECH deposit instructions. I updated them all so it could show up in the UI. I also added support for multiple countries in regards to the off-ramp flows, that is sending money and receiving money. We have the country field disabled, and it was defaulting to United States. And the last big thing was about creating a transaction page that serves as a receipt view for the transaction itself.
So that's all done inside, ready to be tested.
Correct.
We're not pushing that to prod, right?
No.
Like it's not on stage yet. Okay.
It's currently on
So
development, the transaction view,
okay.
but the country thing was in a stage similar to the deposit instructions
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's fine. By the way, some user complained that like they couldn't put in a valid postal code. What was the country? El Salvador. We show them the example country. We show them the example, right? If they get it wrong with the postal code.
If they have a postal code, like
Yeah,
sometimes
they
the
do have
receipt
a
is
postal
no.
code. Yeah, they
They
do
said
have it.
they said San Salvador doesn't have a postal code.
Based on the spec that we have from Bridge, we have it, and for them to pass it, like we need to provide it. So they need to pass something to us.
Yeah, they have a one. It's 22. Yeah, we have a regular expression for it. I mean, they should see it soon.
Okay. Yeah, just checking. And the
Right? You are muted.
Brian was having
sorry,
some
I was saying
connectivity
this
issues.
week.
Um,
This week we'll, I guess we'll see a little more, but you just have this one.
yeah, I think that was created by Jorge. It was about some changes that needed to be made regarding some information that is on the destination instead of the recipient. We needed to
Yeah.
make a migration for that.
Yeah, I opened the discussion on the engineering channel, and it is because of the rail separation from the profile and the banking account. So the discussion is still open, and I created this for world, but it's blocked by mine. So the goal is to check what would be the changes we need in this case, because there are some UI changes and also some deprecation that we need to uh, to complete in order to remove some data from some models and move them to the profile instead of having in the banking data. As for example, we all the time we ask for the business legal name when we are creating the banking data, but this data should be on the profile, which is like the recipient's data, because like when we create a recipient, we need to use the business legal name to create both the bridge accounts and the rail accounts. Otherwise, we can get issues from the external account when for example, they use a different legal name. So we can get different issues related to the same topic because of the legal name of the account, for example.
Yeah, we need the design for this. So yeah, it's blocked right now. So I guess like the only thing you have is this one so far.
Yeah.
We'll find some more tickets for you. Okay, Daniel, you wanna go next?
Okay. So yesterday I finished the fix for remove the validation from the response of bridge. The code I already put on the branch, but I have the way to test it. So I will work with OA after that to figure out how to test this, and then I will create a PR for it. I also look at the ticket 4949 about the transaction is not credited. So this ticket I try to reproduce this on the staging, but all of the rail transaction is display failed status. It's not display the credit transaction. It just fail. So I will look into it. What is the reason to the failed transaction? I try to do it on the dev environment, but the account dev does not have the fund in the real account. So yeah, maybe after
Yeah,
that,
so I think
yeah,
that might be a limit of the dev environment on Rails. So
yeah,
like look into these other ones first. This
hmm
one, maybe AD to USD conversion, this
yeah.
email one. Like these should be easy ones for you to do.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah. And then there's schema indexing. Currently working into it. I look into the database schema to determine what field should be, indexing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. One suggestion though. In the bug ticket, can we a little more specific because I have to ask around a lot to understand what is the
Which
actual
one?
bug. Yeah, it's like the review AAD to USD one, right? Like I don't know where this
Oh, so
screen
the bug
display.
is
Yeah.
this conversion is wrong. Like
Uh-huh.
you see the balance, $13 is like 5,000 AED.
Uh-huh.
Let me see what it's.
Yeah, I mean in the bug ticket
Um,
generally, right? Yeah.
it's in there. I think this should be 50 AED. It's right there. Very low
Yeah,
priority. I
this
think
should
this
be
should be
like
50
50.
AED.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe I can explain this is because the minor values. I think that it could be wrong in this way. I can
Maybe,
show you.
but it looks good on the other stuff, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I know. It's like we receive minor values and we need to convert them to like decimal points, like 2 decimal points. So this is something I can give the details to Daniel.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
No. Yeah, just okay. Yeah, have Daniel do it. It should be a quick one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all for my side.
On it.
Oh, sorry. My internet is not so good today. So, okay, I will quick update. So from last week, after discussing with Nico about the KYE, I started to testing the whole platform on dev environment and trying to research the move money flow and try to research the how is the difference between one of the methods. And then I'm trying to propose the improvement. I will send it to the team tomorrow for reviewing. And today I just working on how to be improved the design for the move money flow.
Okay. Did you do anything with this one? We might need this one. The fees.
This one?
Or just like get an understanding for it because we might need to design something.
Okay, so I think I will try to connect with Nico to understand more about this one.
There should be a documentation that says like how the fees are charged. So I think
Okay.
it's on Notion. Let me try to.
Yeah, like which one?
Hey, Brian. In any case, even if we find the documentation and all that, I think I already got started on a couple of these things on the charging fees, specifically for Rail. Actually, it was about forkers, where the fees had to be like a separate transaction. So maybe that could be a starting point to teach a little bit more about the fees to Tommy. So I can create a ticket for that as well.
Okay, sounds good. This is ready to review? Or not yet?
I will provide it tomorrow. I'm working on this right now.
Okay, so I think that's it for stems then. Nico, do you have any updates on your side that you want to give?
Couple of minor updates on my side. Yeah. Spent most of last week trying to go smaller things with Tommy, Figma design, all that. He pointed out a few updates that we could have, mostly accessibility-wise, for our KYE flow. I think he will update you guys on this one, but I agree completely on most of the things that he mentioned. Some of them I don't believe are as a high priority, but if we are updating the KYE, I think it's okay that we also implement these accessibility updates. Other than that, I'm going to be working this week not only on support but also on a couple of smaller tasks that were left from last week, mainly statements and I think we are going to pick up this fees thing to review with Tommy just to make sure that we are on the same track for this one.
Okay, sounds good. Chris, you wanna add anything?
I think that's it. I guess we're pushing today. So is the start of a new sprint.
Yeah, we can push now.
Okay. And then I guess nobody's gonna be testing prod, so should I test prod? Or should we just
yes, please.
believe in
No, we
should
should
believe
test.
in Denise?
We should test it.
Okay,
No,
so I'll
believe.
work on testing prod then. And then yeah, I guess let's spend some time when we get the chance to review some of these design stuff, the fees and stuff. And the last thing is I guess there's not much we get, like the transaction matching. We're not working on yet because we're working on getting Rail transactions out of pending, right?
Yeah, it's all Rail first.
Okay.
Like, just give me a list of the companies we want to launch to.
Yeah, I think we have. I know of one for sure, and then if they're ready, like they like to be turned on. I'll take a list of the 5 that we have approved. But I don't know where I can get that list of the 5 that we have approved.
The dashboard.
The account dashboard. The KYB dashboard.
Rail dashboard.
Okay, I'll look at the Rail dashboard then. Okay, yeah, that's it. We can get to it.
All right. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Corey, could you push that?
Thank you.
Yeah, I did it.
Okay, see you. Tầm mắt ít thôi nha. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, it's my kid. Okay. First is I want to ask is I made a fix for the bridge response validate remove, but how can we test the layer lambda?
This process we can't, I think, because there are no transactions on dev environment.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, as you can see, it is just an SDK. So this is like there is no way to test, or even it's not useful to include a unit test, because in this way it's like the only way to include a unit test is to check that we are not invoking the validate function, but it doesn't make sense.
Oh,
So yeah. In this case, is we can only test this on stage. So
mm-hmm.
basically, we need to send the PR and move this to stage
Oh,
and
okay.
just check. But yeah, basically, it's like a preventive maintenance.
Uh-huh.
So there is no sort too much to do with that. Just send the PR
Okay.
and I
Cool.
double check the changes, and that's all.
Okay, cool. I will create a PR, and after it's okay, then I will move to check the fortress and bridge and the rail. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and also the EAD ticket. I don't want to get too deep into it. It's just that can you show me how to reproduce this forward? And let
Which
me
one?
check that the let me get the ticket number. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, this one. I send it. Yeah.
5147.
Mm-hmm.
Sec.
Okay, I don't know
Oh,
how to display it, right? So you can show
okay.
me how to do it.
Let Okay, let me. Could you share your screen just to show you what would be the service we are using?
Uh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I have
Could you share
to.
the?
Yeah, sorry. I have to remote to the company computer. Wait a minute.
Oh, let me share my screen so I can show
Okay.
you quickly.
Okay.
Okay, so the service we are seeing there is the notifications. Let me check. They say the first step is the card webhook. The
Uh-huh.
card webhook is where we are receiving the transactions.
No, no, no.
So is you can
I just want
yeah.
you to show me the how to reproduce it on the depth or staging, because if you show me like this, it's just like you fixing it, right? I just want to reproduce so later on I can test, right? Yeah.
It's like the process is longer to reproduce because you need to create an account in dev environment. You need to create an account on. Let me check what is. Let me check. How's called this one? Simpos. You need an account on Simpos
Uh-huh.
in order to be able to create like a transaction in this service. Let me send you the service. So this is Simpos. What happened is that I'm not sure what is the. I mean, we have like a webhook with Berestro,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't have any. They don't have any configuration in. I mean that we can check.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if they are still using um the we had an issue in the configuration because the sandbox environment
Uh-huh.
where I was pointing to our stage environment. So there was an error there. So not sure if maybe I mean we shouldn't be testing this on sandbox until we confirm that the sandbox environment is fixed
Mm-hmm.
because I sent the request to change the URL of the webhook. But basically, to test those transactions, we use this Simpos. Simpos is like a validation, like a sandbox for card transactions.
Uh-huh.
So in this service, we can use, or let me check this, just a second. So in this case, we need to create like a fake transactions. So there is a here tools, Simpos, and then uh, this is the service. So you can go to web and set the card details. So in this case, for example, we have the dev environment.
Uh-huh.
So here we check for the card details. So you need to use your card details in this service.
Mm-hmm.
Just a second. So here, I have the my card, this one for example. So this is locked. I need to lock this card. Wait, it's not changing. Okay, this is the card. So I check this credit card. Those are the details. I go here. I pay the card here. I set all the details, and there you can make this foreigner transaction. So, for example, you are using AD. Not sure
Yeah.
what is the numeric code,
EAD.
but not sure.
Yeah. That below a little bit.
Yeah, you can check
Yeah.
the currency there. But for example, you send 5,000 euros. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the goal is that you need to receive 5,000 euros, but also you can say that this is $5,098, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's 50. So in this case, what is happening is that, for example, when we use $52.50, euros,
Mm-hmm.
they send something called minor values. You can check the documentation on the ADR. I think that we have some details there, but let me check minor values. Minor, oh, I'm not sure. Oh no, there is a Notion document about the minor values. This is just a like an standard ISO to use, like how many digits we need to use when we are
Oh,
using dollars or on another currency. So
understood.
basically, what we are is doing something called format amounts.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a format amount,
Okay.
and there you can find uh, what is the amount type. So sometimes we receive the minor and we need to convert this to major, or
Mm-hmm.
we receive the major and we need to to transform to minor,
Mm-hmm.
or sometimes we need just to use the same standard way.
Mm-hmm.
So if we receive 5,000 and we need to minor to major, it should convert this, for example, to five. It's like, let me check, is, for example, 1598. We
Mm-hmm.
convert this to $1598. So this is what you need to check.
Okay.
We are using something in the code that is sending a message. We are receiving the webhook. We are sending a notification, and the notification we are sending just the original amount and the foreign amount, not the actual amount. Is that we have two values. So one is the original amount,
Mm-hmm.
and the original amount should be this value that you are seeing in the ticket, which is five
Mm-hmm.
fifty 50,000. Uh,
5,000.
as I know, I think it shouldn't be wrong. How is let me check. Oh,
Whoa,
this is
that's a lot.
a lot.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
this is
yeah, 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 yeah.
1357.
Yeah, I can
So in
see.
this case, it's 50. So it's
Okay,
50. Okay. Okay,
understood.
so in this case, this is the issue. As you
Mm-hmm.
can see, we are using in some way, we are using the minor value of the currency instead
Mm-hmm.
of using the minor to major value. So
Mm-hmm.
this is what you need to check in the code.
Understood.
And yeah, but yeah, I don't want to test this, because if I test this and they are still using our stage environment, we might send an actual user a notification that their car is being used by someone, and it could be a mess if we send a notification. So it could be like detect as fraudulent transactions. So it could be an issue. So what we need to check here is that they are using our dev environment
Mm-hmm.
instead of our stage environment. And as soon as we do that, we can test with these transactions.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't want to test. So please, not sure if you are in the Perestro channel. So join this channel and ask
Which one here?
if let me and copy the chat and ask if the samples um, webhook is pointing to API.dev.say IO instead of stage. Uh, Same. Okay, this API stage. Let me copy the chat. Stage. So first, confirm this. Otherwise, we shouldn't be testing on this environment.
Okay.
So then you need to create the Simpos account
Mm.
using your OneSafe account, and then you can test this transaction. Those transactions generates everything, generate the webhook, generates all the like the flow that we need to
Cool.
use for this.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, let me try to send you the payload. I think that it could be useful to have the payload of the west of the. No, it's not useful at all, because no, I think that it shouldn't be working. Just
Yeah.
check the code.
Yeah.
validating if we are using the correct method to send the amount in the minor to major. And
Mm-hmm.
then if you find something, let me know.
Okay.
You can send the is to be honest, it's just to change a
Yeah.
line of the code,
Yeah.
so it
Understood.
shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. I will post on the channel. Okay, I will tag Hubert, right? And Brian for this question.
Sorry, I didn't get.
For the question of the webhook point to API, I will tag Hubert and Brian, right, on the channel.
No, no, just let me ask a question just for myself. Let me, is Uber,
Mhm,
let me send the, could you compare if
mhm.
the uh, webhook URL is updated for sandbox? I remember I asked you to update from API the backstage and say IO to use API dev and save what you having built if this the change is already completed.
Okay, understood that.
Okay. Yeah. I sent him the question. So
Yeah,
just like drag this thread. Let me copy the thread just
cool. No,
to
no, I see it. So don't worry.
yeah.
Uh,
Just
yeah.
stay waiting for the replies. As soon
Mhm.
as they confirm that this is updated, I can show you the process of this
Okay.
simple
Yeah.
to simulate the transaction. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's all.
Nice. Okay. In the
Is there
meantime,
any?
I will fix this and give you the PR. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, Sam.
Yeah. Thank you.
Is there?
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, see you later.
See
Bye.
you. Bye bye.